Hello, class. This week's topic on system thinking. I did find it very interesting, very challenging as well. Um, and my point of view of system thinking is being within an organization, especially in the healthcare environment, is very challenging because you're dealing with the concept of leadership, what their expectations are, along with dealing with the needs of the patients. Sometimes you can't always just work under the environment of we're going to complete tasks 1 through 5 and complete those tasks as they are designed to be completed because it may not always be in the best interest of the patients. A prime example of that would be when we have policies in place that may say, like right now we're actually going through this. You can no longer have any type signs or anything like that on the doors. Patient safety of type thing. In my mind, how is it affecting patients, especially when I work in an administrative department? But again, you got to have standards and you got to follow protocol. And if it's a regulation that says no longer have signs on the door, then who am I or who are we to question leadership? Of course, we did ask the question. Sometimes the signs could simply be um, having a system in place to let your customers know or your teammates know or even your supervisor know, hey, I stepped out of office or I'm in a conference or, whatever the case may be. In my environment, that was the purpose of our signs. But hey, take them down, we took them down. So with system thinking, again, the approach is always what is the directive from leadership. I'm also in another class that deals with leadership on my job, and it's under the guidance of Arbinger training. Um, and this is leadership and self-deception class. And there's an actual book that we were given to read, and it basically talks about the inward and outward mindset of individuals within the organization. An inward trait of a person may be it's all about me, it's all about how I want to see things, like the signs on the door. Didn't quite see the big picture. Inward mindset is a person that's always thinking about self, what's good for them, their promotion, their livelihood, how they complete tasks. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it, forget about what the systems say, or in a system thinking mindset may empower, say I should do things. Outward mindset person is that positive person, that person that's always looking for to complete goals that are in the best interest of the organization. An outward mindset person is also is a problem solver, don't like conflict and tries to eliminate conflict within the organization. The person, like whatever is going on, you can go to that person and you can get good sound advice and directives, and to encourage you to be the best employee leader that you can be. And that's what you're looking for in an organization, any organization. And I just happen, my field happens to be in healthcare, but on the administrative side, dealing with policies and planning and guidance and compliance. Those are kind of the things that my role is. My job is about. So, but again, with system thinking, I really did enjoy reading the material, and I did go back and try to relay it to my own environment, especially now this week been in another class and trying to learn a little bit more and more about leadership and what we can do for the organization. We're also in a transition period as well. I've been under MedCom leadership since 1993. So now we're under Defense Health Agency. So that's a total change of the way we do things with MedCom under the Army. You had rules, you had regulations, it was in black and white, you knew what to expect, you knew how to apply it, and not to say under Defense Health Agency, those same policies and things won't be in place. It's just the unknown. So right now we're trying to figure it all out, and taking the things that I'm learning from this class, especially when it talks about system thinking. Again, the Arbinger training that I'm taking as well on the job, both deals with leadership structure and how to have processes in place to better the organization as a whole. And even if a process starts out and it might work in 1 month, and then you analyze it later and you learn, hey, we could have done something different. You have to be able to adapt to that change. So with that in mind, that's what I am trying to do. And system thinking is really developing and helping me to align that within the workplace. Thanks.